Welcome. Hi everyone, welcome to our Saturday Fever, your weekly forex market review for the 10th of May 2014. I'm your host Jack Wong, and welcome to this edition. And let me share with you my screen quickly, and just give me a second. Okay, so here we go. So this is the 10th of May 2014's weekly forex market review. And this is the disclaimer. So understand that what we are doing here is to provide you with educational content. We are not sharing with you any or giving you any form of investment advice or advice. Okay, so with that, let's see what's happening in the following week. We have a very fantastic week already. The volatility has returned. Those people who have been waiting for US majors to break out, finally something happened. Okay, so what happened next week is we have got who is going to talk about who is going to give a speech on Wednesday morning, 5 a.m. Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysian time. There will also be the Financial Stability Report, which is a quarterly announcement from New Zealand. And later on, just an hour, 40 minutes later, there will be New Zealand retail sales for Q1. So New Zealand is going to be a week for our forex trading purpose. Now, then we move on to Wednesday afternoon. We have got the unemployment rate as well as the claimant count, which is significant events for the purpose of trading British pound. At the same time, we have got Marcanis and the Muffied report. So let's see what's going to happen for UK. And then for US, now we know Janet Yellen said because of the low interest rate environment, the US is going to keep the what we call the interest rate for quite a long period of time. So inflation is a very important number. So let's see whether inflation is going up or remains at 0.2%. Let's say the number remains 0.2%. Well, Yellen's hope of keeping low interest rate environment for an extended period of time would continue. And of course, Yellen will give a speech on Friday morning, 7 a.m. Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysian time. I won't be able to watch this because I'm teaching then. But that being said, that may create some volatility on Friday's session. So next week, very interesting week for forex trading purpose. Okay, so let's look at some of the charts here. I have a few charts which I want. First of all, we have got a very nice ECB announcement. So the story was that Thursday, ECB announced no change of the interest rate. Introductory statement, status quo, nothing happened. During the Q&A, someone asked him a question. I can't remember what the question is, but his answer is that he's planning to provide further easing in June. And that rate might come in June. So let's think about it. Fundamentally speaking, if you are not holding the euro dollar, you will not suffer. But if you are holding euro dollar, you actually have to pay interest because that's what negative interest rate is about. So that being said, euro dollar suddenly boom in 2 days, it dropped 200 pips. Very obscene 200 pips. Now, if you didn't catch it, I'm not asking you to catch it next week because we are about to test the 78.6 pip retracement, which is an important level for forex trading purpose. So let's see whether there will be any rebound. So if the rebound happens, what I'm looking for is a potential resistance. There was a support, now becomes resistant at 1.7842. So we are just about 30 pips away. And if there is any sell in strength, I would like to do it then. This is to draw the fish because these two candles are pretty long. You may want to let go this level, 1.3784. Instead, you may be waiting for 38.2 retracement, 30.6% retracement before you get in. Yes, this 200 pips, there should be some retracement. The question is it 30 pips? Is it 100 pips? We don't know. I personally would want to take a smaller risk, so I am not going to be so gung-ho and short here at retracement level. Okay, so that is my game plan. So we will see what's going on next week. Pound, Well, there is a breakout, obviously, and the breakout was pretty nice on Tuesday session, but the strength that happened on Tuesday was given back in 3 days' time. Okay, so if you look at the weekly candle, this is a very nice long tail. Not long tail, it's a very bearish candle. So there are two ways of looking at this. Number one, if you are purely based on technical analysis, what you may want to do to wait for L, and then you give about 10 pips on this weekly candle high as a stop loss. So you can do that. Alternatively, if you are very much of a fundamental guy like me, I'm not going to be so keen to sell here. Reason is that fundamentally speaking, British pound against US dollar is still a buy. So yes, there is a very nice what we call the pin bar. I'm not the guy who just anyhow sell or based on this pin bar because fundamentally it doesn't support the proposition. Okay, so I'll leave it to you to decide what to do. I caught this pin bar very nicely last week. So now Aussie dollars is going back to test the 94 handle. We have got actually have TP2, TP3 waiting. My TP3 is all the way up to 97. So I'm actually taking my time. I'm not going to be so eager to do short-term day trading. I'm a swing guy. I'm a swing trading guy. So I'm patient enough to watch for this kind of opportunities. Okay, so then let's look at Kiwi. Kiwi has a fakey. Okay, that happened on Tuesday because Graham Wheeler actually said, I don't like expensive Kiwi dollar. Okay, so he said if it's expensive, I do not just verbal intervention, I do physical intervention. Sentiment for Kiwi in the meantime is quite bearish, so that's the explains why on between Wednesday and Friday we have a very nice hunt. Now, my question for you is this: am I looking for a buy on weakness? I am. The question is at what level? So let's draw some fib and see what's going on. There you go. So it has broken 0.8. So I'm actually watching at 7 and see whether I can get into there if there is any signal, because that is a very low risk level to get in. So I'm very patient waiting for this to happen next week and see what we can do with that. Okay, we have a very bad non-farm payroll for Canada. 28,000 fall in the non-farm payroll. Unemployment rate 6%. I think if I recall correctly, unemployment rate, what is that? 6. It's either 6 or 6.9. I cannot remember, but there's no change. But participation ratio did go down. Okay, participation ratio did go down. So we have a very nice potential buy for dollar CAD on a weekly chart basis. Unfortunately, this pin bar didn't, so we will stop out. Well, that's what trading. We are looking for a potential long again. The proposition is that he might be going back to hit 1.122. Okay, so we are waiting for opportunity. Now let's move on to some. I'm not going to look at the yen crosses because just the idea of why yen crosses are boring, because dollar yen is not doing anything. So if dollar yen is not doing anything, then why do I look at yen crosses? So instead, I'm looking for potential short of euro dollars. So euro dollar against Aussie, there's a potential support being to be tested. If this support is broken, that might be a nice shot because the next level could well be 1.41. So I'm looking for a potential break of the support, 5 pips of profit. Then we have got Euro CAD. Now CAD is weak as well, so Euro weak, CAD weak. It doesn't make sense to short Euro CAD. Okay, that is what technical guys is telling you. However, technically speaking, that is what a fundamental guy is telling you. Technically speaking, CAD is strong. So there is still a proposition to short Euro CAD purely on a technical basis. But you must understand that the fundamental for CAD is supposed to be weak, not strong. So this of trading if I'm carrying on my fundamental CAD. The next one is Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi basically is doing nothing. So this is a pair whereby I'm not going to do anything. So euro dollar Euro Aussie, Euro CAD, Euro Kiwi, I'm looking for a potential sell of Euro Aussie. Okay, so there's one. The other one that I would like to talk about is Aussie CAD. Because CAD is weak, Aussie strong, that could be a potential long proposition here. Coupled with the fact that if you look at the weekly candle, this is a very nice inside bar. The previous bar is bearish. Yes, it is a bearish bar. So I'm looking for a potential break and see whether it can go back to 1.03. Now, this is not a very nice one. Had it been a bullish bar, it looks nice. But this is a bearish bar, then the proposition may not be so strong. So I'm partly fundamental, partly technical to justify the reason to get in. Of course, any stop loss should be placed just underneath 1.0121. So the final one that I will, the final two that I would like to talk about is Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi has 61.8% retracement, but the thing is that we have got the resistance of 1090.909. So it's very much very close to that. It's just about 50-60 pips away. So this is a trade whereby if you are concerned of the 10909, then you may want to wait for this to be broken, wait for then a retracement before you get in, because there is still up many 100 pips of move. And if you are not too much of a Fibonacci guy, then of course you can wait for a possible sell at 1.009. Finally, for Aussie Swissy, okay, Aussie Swissy. This is a very nice one because I'm waiting for a breakout. Because the equity market is strong. If you are not sure, check out my Saturday Fever, your equity and futures market review. I'm talking about that some of the equity market, the equity is not that weak after all. So Swissy is weak because of this weak risk-on environment. Aussie is strong, so Aussie go long Aussie Swissy may make sense. So I'm waiting for a break of this, and let's see whether, again, if it's broken, then of course for a raise or we go back the upside. Now the next level of resistance could well be somewhere here. Okay, so what I'm looking for is about 100 pips of profits. Okay, so that's all I have for this week. Now, some people ask, why do I keep saying fundamentals rather than just looking at the chart? Because the forex market have needed for you to understand how the news can affect the technical outlook of the currencies. So that's why if you are interested in tapping my brain on the fundamentals analysis, yes, this is for you. Weekly Forex Statistics Review. It is a very affordable weekly subscription service whereby you can understand how I look at the fundamentals. If you're interested, send me an email. I'll give you a very irresistible offer. Okay, and the website is empowerrangers.net. Okay, so that's all for this week, folks. So I always keep this Forex Weekly Review short and sweet. If you have any questions, comments, observations, kindly send me an email. You can also check out my websites, my other membership sites. Join us in our free membership site, onlinetradingforprofits.com, and come to mingle with over a few hundreds of the members asking, sharing, or discussing the forex trading ideas. Okay, so that's all for this week, guys and girls. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, 11th of. So if you are celebrating Mother's Day, be good to your mother. Say I love you, and I love you as well because you have been watching this video for so long. It's Google Plus Hangout for so long. And I appreciate your time and faith on keeping watching all the way to this point. So I'll see you next week, guys and girls. Happy Mother's Day again. This is Jack Wong. I'm signing off now. See you next week. Cheers.